Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you needed to make a major purchase, but didn't have the cash on hand? If so, you're not alone. Many people turn to credit cards or personal loans to finance big purchases. However, there is another option that you may not be aware of: carecredit. Carecredit is a specialized financing company that offers interest-free payment plans for healthcare expenses. This can be a great option if you need to pay for something like dental work, surgery, or a hearing aid. However, it's important to be aware of the potential risks of using carecredit before you apply. In this video, we're going to discuss how to pay off your carecredit promotional balance. We'll cover topics such as: what is carecredit? How does carecredit work? What are the risks of using carecredit? How to pay off your carecredit promotional balance. Tips for avoiding carecredit debt. What is carecredit? Carecredit is a healthcare financing company that offers interest-free payment plans for a variety of medical expenses. This includes dental, vision, veterinary, and cosmetic procedures. Carecredit is not a credit card, but rather a line of credit that is specifically designed for healthcare expenses. How does carecredit work? When you apply for a carecredit card, you will be asked to provide some basic information about yourself and your income. If you are approved, you will be given a credit limit. You can then use your carecredit card to make purchases at participating healthcare providers. Carecredit offers a variety of payment plans. The most common plan is the 6-month, interest-free plan. This means that you will not have to pay any interest on your balance as long as you make your minimum monthly payments on time. What are the risks of using carecredit? There are a few risks associated with using carecredit. First, if you miss a payment, you will start to accrue interest on your balance. This can quickly add up and make it difficult to pay off your debt. Second, carecredit can be a tempting way to overspend. It's easy to forget that you're borrowing money when you're using a credit card. This can lead to financial problems down the road. Finally, carecredit is not a good option for everyone. If you have a history of credit problems, you may not be approved for a carecredit card. How to pay off your carecredit promotional balance. If you have a carecredit promotional balance, there are a few things you can do to pay it off as quickly as possible. Make extra payments. The best way to pay off your balance is to make extra payments whenever you can. This will help you reduce your interest charges and pay off your debt faster. Consolidate your debt. If you have multiple credit cards or loans, you may want to consider consolidating your debt into a single payment. This can make it easier to keep track of your payments and save you money on interest. Negotiate a lower interest rate. If you're having trouble making your payments, you may be able to negotiate a lower interest rate with carecredit. This can help you save money and make it easier to pay off your debt. Consider a balance transfer. If you have good credit, you may be able to transfer your carecredit balance to another credit card with a lower interest rate. This can be a good option if you're struggling to make your payments. Tips for avoiding carecredit debt. Here are a few tips for avoiding carecredit debt. Only use carecredit for essential healthcare expenses. Don't use carecredit to finance elective procedures or other non-essential expenses. Be careful not to overspend. It's easy to get carried away when you're using a credit card. Make sure to track your spending and only use carecredit for what you can afford. Pay off your balance in full as soon as possible. The best way to avoid interest charges is to pay off your balance in full before the promotional period ends. Consider other financing options. There may be other financing options available to you, such as a personal loan or a health savings account, HSA. Be sure to compare your options before choosing a financing method. Carecredit can be a great way to finance healthcare expenses. However, it's important to be aware of the risks before you apply. By following the tips in this video, you can help to avoid carecredit debt and pay off your balance as quickly as possible. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.